Morning once again, everybody. It's Saturday again. Happy weekend. How did we get here so quick? Blimey. Right, it's day 16. What have we got today? India. And that's a word, isn't it? Baba Bandugiri. That's a 3.5 out of 5 coffee. So we'll see how that works out. So, day 16, car 16, coffee 16. India. Oh, that's quite nice. It's very smooth. It's got a bit of a citrusy, both smell and just an aftertaste to it. Very nice indeed. So, car 16 is a Carrera Pink Pig Porsche. Now this car is really quite bashed up, as you can see. I've glued the wings back on, they've broken, they've glued them back on many times. It's lost a mirror and it's generally quite scuffed and fairly bashed about. So this car is one of 3 cars that came in my original digital set that I bought, along with a Corvette and an Aston Martin. I obviously ran immediately those cars, all 3 of them, with the magnets in, and in my naivety continued to do so and bashed them up a lot. And you know, you crash a car when you've got the magnets in it, it's coming off fairly heavy and it's going to snap bits. So that's where most of the battle damage came from with this. I didn't ever take the magnet out of this car. Of the cars, when they had magnets in, this car was by far the best handling. And by far the fastest. It's of the Carrera cars, certainly. I just sort of put it by the wayside because certainly at the time I wasn't that into this era of, you know, GT car. Maybe I am a bit more now, and maybe I should pay it a bit more attention. But, you know, I ran this car straight out of the box as a magnet digital car. Had quite a lot of fun with it. Probably didn't learn very much because I was literally just screaming it around until it crashed. But it was a lot of fun. It, however, is now doing sterling service. You'll notice the infrared LED has blue tack in it, so it doesn't trigger on the track. And you'll also notice I haven't screwed the top down. The screws do actually live on here on another piece of blue tack, but I don't run it as a car on my track to race or to have fun with anymore. But what I do, piece of blue tack which goes on the top of the motor there. And then I have an action camera, a Cazo Brave 4 Pro, which either goes on that way round, or that way round, or sometimes sideways at an angle. And I use this as my camera car. I set it up as a ghost car at not particularly high speed. It doesn't change lanes because I've blanked out the LED. So I've got control, and I can then take whichever car I want to film and run it with a hand controller so it goes in and out of shot and stays where I want relative to this car, which keeps a nice constant speed around the track while I dally around with another car. And it's mixed results, but I think generally the film footage comes out fairly well. So there you are, that's how I do that. It's probably not the best way to do it, but it's the way I'm doing it at the moment. The great thing about these action cameras is they have a certain amount of stability control built into them, so you don't end up with really juddery track footage. as I say, I'm probably Raoul at Conquest Racing has got a lot better ideas, a lot better technology for this, but on a budget, this works for me. So, yeah, I can't really tell you much about this car in terms of, you know, how it would run without a magnet in or anything, but based on how it ran with a magnet in compared with the other ones, I'm going to guess it runs pretty well without. I might at some point, maybe, you know, true the tyres up, maybe change the back rubber, I don't know, take the magnet out and give it a few laps and just to see. It might be a lot of fun. So there we are. That's a little bit of a different slot car chat today. What isn't different though, unfortunately, are the quality of Mrs. Slotard's Christmas jokes. Here we go. What was the Broken Christmas Lights' favourite band? Blink 182. That's not even the best answer for that joke. Why isn't it The Darkness?